We got that PS triple. What disc do I have in? I don't even have a disc in. By the way, here's Parasite Eve 2, which I haven't even installed. I just bought it and put the file on my fucking home screen so I could install it at some point. Hold on, I need to get my screen up here so I can see. Look, it's Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Raito Kazanoa versus the Soulless Army. Look how long that title is. A call to the Narumi Detective Agency turns two gumshoes' lives upside down. Only Assistant Detective Raito Kuzunoha, the 14th, Devil Summoner par excellence, can get to the bottom of a mess like this. And here's the original Persona 3. You know, I got a digital copy of it. I really like these digital PS2 games. Just having a straight up scan of the PS2 box art. Meanwhile, the PS1 games, they actually took the time to make custom artwork for them based on the box art. Here's Digital Devil Saga. Use demonic abilities to devour enemy tribes and absorb new powers. Protect a mysterious girl and gain entry to the paradise of Nirvana. Here's Rayman. Registered. Mr. Dark has stolen the Great Protoon and defeated Batilla the Fairy. It is time for Rayman to leap into action and save the day. In Captain Laserhawk, he puts a bullet in a room full of fucking Templars. It's an amazing scene. Yeah, I bought this PS3 for two things. I bought this PS3 for not even PS3 games necessarily. Although after I owned it, I had no excuse not to pick up a few standouts. I bought it for Metal Gear Solid 4 and PS2, PS1 backwards compatibility. I already had a PS4 before I bought this PS3. My PS4 was a graduation present from my parents. And, yeah. I was in the lunchroom at work one day, the break room, eating lunch. And I was flipping through my phone and I was like, what there was something I wanted to play. I don't remember what it was. It was a PS1 game or a PS... Oh, it was, you know what? I think it was fucking Fatal Frame. I was like, man, I would really like to play the Fatal Frame trilogy on PS2. And it was like, I discovered all three of them were available on PS3, and I went on GameStop's website and I found a refurbished PS3 for like 150 bucks. Bam. I impulse bought a PS3 on my lunch break for a trilogy of PS2 games. Which brings me to the next thing I'm going to talk about. Here, take my clip. Thanks, dude. I have a recurring nightmare that's been happening for a while now. Off and on for a few years. And in this recurring nightmare, like I'm always somewhere. I'm in a city or a town or something. I'm never home. Like I distinctly remember always feeling like I'm far away from home. And I always end up finding myself at a game store, like some random game store that doesn't exist. And it kind of resembles the interior of a local game store we have here in town, but it's not exactly. Are you okay? Where's the captain? He went to look for Ben. No, hold on, please. Anyway, so I'm in this game store somewhere, far away from home, and the shelves are lined from top to bottom. Every game I look at is a game I do not own that is elusive or like otherwise difficult to acquire. And in this nightmare, it changes, but it's some reason, like for some reason, I am never able to buy any of these games. Either I can't find my wallet, or I just don't have any money. Like, it's a torture device for the modern age. I had this nightmare again, just a few nights ago. And I very clearly remember picking up a copy of the first Dot Hack game for the PS1. And I was like, no shit, in my dream. I was like, and I had no money. I couldn't buy it. But my dad was with me, and I was like, buy this for me. And he wouldn't. Like, I can never get the games. That's just, that's the end result of the nightmare every time. Hold on. Locked. So yeah, this nightmare has happened a few times, and it's always like different games I see, but it's always games I don't have, and always games I wouldn't mind having. You know, the second Dot Hack trilogy got a re-release on Steam and modern platforms, but that first trilogy has not been re-released. And I don't even think the original trilogy was well received. But that doesn't stop my subconscious from wanting the game, apparently. Also, Neo and I have spoken a little bit. Neo and I have spoken about the Dot Hack series a little bit. As far as I know, he's played them. I haven't even played them. I only know what they are in passing. Wait, it's me. Aya, this freak of a... Stop skipping the text automatically. Hey, Aya, guess I screwed up. Why? Why didn't you shoot, man? I haven't used a gun since your daughter was shot? Taurus, you can't blame guns for that. I suppose you're right. Wayne, you take good care of this place now. Taurus! No! I know your hands are full, but leave something here and take this instead. What are you leaving? I don't really need to leave anything. I guess, you know what, I'll leave this. M92F. This gun, it's Taurus's gun. Hasn't used it in ages, but he always kept it in shape. Taurus wasn't just good at gun tune-ups, he was a real good shot, too. But ever since the day his daughter was killed by a gun accidentally going off, he stopped shooting altogether. And he came to this department to keep guns in check. Ah yeah, I know you can handle this gun. Take this and nail that monster for Taurus. You know, something similar happens to Barry in the Resident Evil series. In Resident Evil Revelations 2, there's a similar plot point. Wow, this thing has, is better than the P8, except for range. It's got 3-round burst already, and it has an 11-round mag. By the way, this is a Beretta. It's the Beretta M92F. The same handgun that the STARS unit uses. Real. Beretta is a real manufacturer. The M92F is a real handgun. It's 9mm, which is like standard police issue. It's not as powerful as my M16, but it's... Actually, yeah, it's not too bad. Attack is only 6 less than the M16. And it shoots 3 times instead of 2. The only advantage the M16 has over it is better range and more bullets. And heat bullets, but I mean, you know what, let's give the M92F a try for a little while. See how that 3-round burst treats us. But yeah, you, believe it or not, this came up during Uncharted because there was a knockoff Beretta M92F in that game. The Beretta 92 now is referred to as the Beretta 92 FS. But a modern Beretta 92 can be bought off of Beretta's website. Find a dealer. That's sketchy. That's a sketchy way to phrase it, but I get what you're saying. You're thinking Brita. You're thinking Brita filter. There's 2 models you can buy. Do you want the 92 FS with a 15-round magazine or a 10-round magazine? The biggest difference is going to be the weight when it's loaded. Technically, the 15 round is going to weigh a little bit more. Product segment, home defense. It fires 9x19 parabellum rounds. They come in a red box in Resident Evil. But yeah, it's probably because of Resident Evil, I've always liked the look of the M92F, or the 92FS as it's called. I mean, the handgun kind of kicks ass, not gonna lie. Hey, where's Shiva? I'm sorry. Ben's gone. Where? I don't know. Shiva went berserk and Ben went after her. What? Uh-oh. Hey, oh. Easy there, fucko. These are my boys, Chucko, Fucko, Bucko, and Knucko. Yeah, not big on these werewolf enemies or whatever the fuck they are. Oh, bad time to reload. They do 55 damage. I'm glad the theme is kicking in full swing here. Now that we have to look for Ben. I'm gonna dump my points into making this thing have more defense. Shiva! Stop! Come back here! Even during this emergency, I can't access the authorized personnel only room. Hey, you gotta go after Ben. He went upstairs chasing Shiva. Come on, we need to take care of that wound. I'm alright. Just go after Ben. Hold on. Can't make it. Got me. Pretty good. Take this. Ben's upstairs. Shiva, don't go that way. Shiva, what's happened to you? Shiva, wait! Eat shit and die. Well, they're dropping the good medicine now. At least, you know, at least there's that. Medicine 3, what's that heal? 180 HP, hell yeah. Pick up the item. My inventory is full. A storage key. Do you think Shiva's gonna be the next boss battle? Oh, good. Arachnids. Why do they only got 4 legs? These things look like giant ticks more than spiders. It reminds me of The Thing, which has a very similar event transpire with its dogs. Have you ever seen The Thing? Oh. Well, maybe we should watch The Thing sometime. That's a fucking great movie. It's got some body horror in it, but it's low budget body horror. It's not modern budget body horror. It's just like, cause the alien that they're dealing with, the thing, it makes itself look like people sometimes, and then it transforms rapidly when it wants to eat someone. So it looks like a person is getting all gross, but it's actually just the alien. I think one of the grosser scenes for me, and it's not even that bad, but there's a scene where they've got a dude laid out on a medical table, and the doctor's about to give him like electroshock from the AED, and then the dude's chest opens up into a mouth and the doctor's arms go straight into it and he bites his hands off. Because it wasn't even really a torso anymore, it was just that alien life form. Yeah, these spiders fucking suck. Like, only if they get you with their web, but harder to avoid than I thought initially. Case in point. One down. Ugh. Where's my goddamn shotgun? Yeah, and the web effect slows you down physically, so you move slow, and it slows down your attack bar buildup. So it's just like it fucks you. 6 ways from Sunday. Shiva, are you okay? Ben, get away from— oh, wait. Ben, get away from her! Let go, Shiva's sick. Stop, don't hurt Shiva. She isn't Shiva. Eve's turned her into a monster. Monster? Close your eyes, Ben. Oh, look. Shiva transformed into Cerberus. You're not touching him. Damn it, I'm out. Ah! Don't worry, guys. I've got a lot of bullets. I'm coming. So long as there aren't 3 spiders in this hallway that slow me down. I said this yesterday, but Square set out to make their first M-rated game, and they did not want to hold back. The transformations in this game are more grotesque than anything the Resident Evil series had yet to do. Like, most of the Resident Evil series transformations are not done in FMVs at this point in time. They're done in engine. So you still have really blocky characters doing the animations. But Square Enix got that animated movie budget. They're about to make Spirits Within. Ah! Please help me! I stepped outside and those things were all over. You'll be safer here. Don't leave this room. Okay. Hey, you're hurt. I think I have enough supplies to treat you just once. Would you like some first aid? No, not yet. But thanks, Rebecca. Although Resident Evil 1 did have that live-action cutscene at the beginning where they blew up some prosthetic dog heads. I'm not gonna make it. Take the stuff in my locker. What? This is the cop who had something in his locker he was very excited about. We gotta go see what that is. The dude's got like a rocket launcher in there or something. Oh, fuck. Every time I get to this spot. Leave me alone! Oh, they just touched me and I got inflicted with the status effect. I get the impression Cerberus Dog is going to be immune to fire. Man, Christmas '97 was a rough year for New Yorkers. Just trying to get a copy of Final Fantasy VII, and then this shit starts happening. My goddamn inventory is full. Why wouldn't it be? Trading card. What? Normal trading card. The hell am I supposed to do with a trading card? 97 was the Beanie Baby epidemic. Remember when everyone thought those things were going to be worth something? And then they produced so many Beanie Babies because they were selling so well that they were worth nothing. Do I give this trading card to Wayne? Is it just like a hollow full, like, you know, piece of Exodia that I got here? Like, what's the deal with the trading card? Remember when I pulled a gold holofoiled Exodia face live on stream? What the fuck do I do with this, I'm keeping the trading card on me. I had 2 special order witches. I got 2 hollow foil magic girl. What's her name? Dark Magician Girl. I gotta buy more Yu-Gi-Oh cards one of these days. Well, I found the holding cells. Oh, there's 2 spiders in here. How wonderful. Yeah, can't get me over here. There's a wall in your way. Dumbass. I was about to ask how my ammo is doing, but I've got more ammo than ever before. Is there a reason to open these cells up? Oh, there's a chest in this one. Alright, don't trigger. Oh, thank God they didn't come back. Maybe I killed them all. I forgot to heal. My cousin Zach came by work today to say hi, which was a surprise. He's doing good. We're planning a day for him to come over and hang out and watch a movie or something. Eat some pizza. Some pizza. Whoa. You're the one that got Taurus. Alright, easy there, wolf man. Ow, you bastard. Gotcha, you bitch. SG 550. Alright, that better have been worth it. It is better than my M16. Holds 21 rounds, does 40 damage. Alright, bye-bye M16. Sorry. We'll give this a try for a little bit. I'm getting help. Hang on. It's too late. How could this happen? Alright, I think we're about to fight the boss. Is there a save room I can use anywhere? In here, maybe? You got a phone in here? No? Alright, well, I'll take that free healing. Thanks. Aw, fuck off, spider. Whoa, we're gonna die. Wow, 1 HP, baby. Never mind. Yay, first death. Oh, I had a revive item. I knew I was holding onto those for some reason. All right, can I get a telephone? Can I get a phone call? That's the boss room. You don't get a Dutch angle like that for nothing. Oh boy. I would love a save spot. I would absolutely love a save spot. These goddamn spiders have been the bane of my existence. Oh, by the way, this is the morgue. For some reason, it's on the 3rd floor. We like to keep our dead bodies high above ground. Although, the morgue in Danganronpa was also on the top floor, or close to the top floor. Go fuck yourself. The morgue. It's like close to the top floor of the school. This police station's morgue was also on the top floor or close to it. Alright, can there be a phone in this hallway? No, of course not. Alright, we gotta risk it all if we want to win big. Aya! Aya, Uncle Baker's hurt! Shiva? It's not Shiva. Shiva's already dead. Aya, please don't let her turn into a monster. Come on. I'm the one you want. There are 3 targets. You are one ugly motherfucker. Why did that do that much damage? Slow your roll there, pal. I need Sora's help. Okay, alright. Jesus. Deep freeze. Hold on, I've got some music for this boss battle. You ready for this? Cerberus deserves his own battle theme. We're down to the last head. Got him. He dropped a new M9? Okay. I've first tried every boss in this game so far, Sky. As fun as this is, it's not much harder than your average survival horror game. Well, it's better than the M92F. I'm sorry, Sky, but spaces only count once. Ben, Captain. Aya. Aya, Uncle Baker's hurt. Ben! Daddy! Ben, are you okay? Uncle Baker was protecting me. Captain, thank you. Remember when Ben was younger? We used to all play at your place. Sir, cut that out. Baker is fine, like the old times. Shiva. Ben. Hey, whoever did this to Shiva, you'll get him, right? Yeah, I will. Day 4, Conception. People. Come on, Daniel, you're in charge now. Yeah, well, I'm not used to this sort of thing. You're doing great, boss. But why did Eve decide to attack the precinct? To get rid of us? Maybe that Japanese guy knows something about it. You're right. Where'd he go, anyway? I bet he's snooping around the criminal ID lab on the 3rd floor. I'll be fine. Besides, I promised Nix at the hospital that I'd settle scores with Eve. We'll start fixing up the office. Could you do my paperwork while you're at it? And finally we can save. Actually, let me save at the end of the chapter anyway. I tend to like games from the 90s where you play as cops in fucked up circumstances. It's like a really specific, but I have some prime examples of that exact setup. Resident Evil. This. That Suda 51 visual novel. Police Knots, which is Police in Space from the creators of Metal Gear. Edo Brown. I should stream Police Knots one of these days. Thought you'd be here. How did you guess? This kind of place makes me think more clearly. Hey, Maida. Why did Eve attack the precinct? What I want to know is why Eve didn't show herself this time. I felt her presence here, but as soon as we arrived, she was gone. It could be a distraction. Distraction? What for? Is there a sperm bank or a hospital that conducts artificial insemination nearby? A sperm bank? Well, I don't think Eve's body will last much longer. Right now, the mitochondria are just parasites in her body. So she's trying to create this ultimate being like she did in Japan? I'm afraid so. So if we can stop her from getting there, she'll die eventually. I think a doctor at St. Francis Hospital specialized in artificial insemination. Let's go, Maeda. Hey, what about me? You're captain for now, remember? You gotta look after the precinct. Oh, all right, here. Take this then. There's a scene in the Evil Dead TV show where Ash goes to a sperm bank to donate some batter. And he gets attacked by deadites. What's wrong? You're awfully quiet. I wonder why Daniel didn't come with us. He said he's gonna get the dirt on Clamp. He also wants to be with Ben. Oh, yes, of course. Maida. Yes? That creature that was born in Japan. What happened to it? It died, along with the scientist that was its father. How did a monster like that die? There was a rebellion. The mitochondria passed from the father didn't connect with the ones passed from Eve. It began to deteriorate, and the father held onto the dissolving flesh, and they died. Even though it's a monster, I guess it's still your child. This game gets pretty good use out of, like, regular everyday areas. Here it is. This hospital. Oh boy, this is the hospital. It's hot. It looks like Eve is in there. You wait here. Aya. Take this. Another good luck charm. It's a bell to keep away bad spirits. Just hold on to this, okay? Thank you. I'll keep it. This is the hospital that Aya keeps having flashbacks to. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. Oh boy, remember the Resident Evil 3 hospital when I was running around as Oliveira and I kept getting killed by hunters? That was good times. Oh, I'm sure. By the way, the featured clips thing on Twitch, I've been slowly adding clips to that. I need to go through the catalog of the best ones and add some more. Maya? Or was it just my reflection? Who the fuck's Maya? You need the green key card. Oh boy. Going down. Oh no, the elevator cables. At least my head wasn't out the front of the elevator. Night, night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. The power! He's trying to trap me down here. This is a nice way to set the mood for this area. He's cut the main power line. Oh, great. One elevator is broken, and without power, the other one is useless. Hope you enjoy your stay. She's toying with us. She's going to regret it. Hey, a fuse. By the way, this kind of ambient track, like ambient tracks like this, I love. M79. Another grenade launcher. Here's the question, do I want to equip the M79? It's actually worse, got worse attack than my SG. Only slightly better than my M92. What's its special ammo? Add tranquilizer to bullets. What if I just pry that off there and put it on my handgun? It doesn't have an open slot. Oh, yes it did. I guess it did. Okay, so now the M92 has tranquilizer rounds. I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna do. Let's level up its attack by a point as well. I'm gonna have some decked out fucking guns by the end of this game, let me tell ya. Slimes. Oh fuck, I have the wrong weapon equipped. Oh no, I got blood poison. Yeah, why don't you take a fucking nap? My handgun now has the ability to put enemies to sleep. Temporarily and permanently. What the fuck is this thing? It's goddamn, you know what it is? It's goddamn, can't remember his name. It's fucking Jeff Goldblum. No, I was fighting a fly man monster. A man-sized fly. The Fly, as opposed to The Thing, is a movie I don't think you'd want to watch, Sky. It's a Cronenberg film, so... I've seen the movie. I've seen it once or twice. And Jeff Goldblum is surprisingly good as, like, a psychotic scientist dude. I need the blue key card for that. Now, in Jurassic Park, he's just a chaositician, or whatever. Whatever he calls himself. His made-up job. Maya, wait, it's me! Why are you dressed in those clothes? You must be cold. Who the fuck's Maya? I remember a couple of moments from that movie. I haven't seen it in so long. And I never really watched it because I wanted to. I saw it because other people were watching it. But there's the scene where he's in front of the medicine cabinet and his nose falls off. And he just puts it in the medicine cabinet and he's got like teeth in there and his ears. So that's one scene from that movie that I just has never left my memory. The other scene is a dude goes to shoot him and he vomits on his arms and his hands melt off. Oh, one other thing. His girlfriend has a nightmare where she's pregnant and she gives birth to a giant maggot. And then she finds out in the movie she actually is pregnant. and she's gonna get an abortion because she doesn't want to give birth to a fucking maggot. You know, just in case. And Jeff Goldblum's like, no, I want you to have my baby. I need to see what it looks like. The thing about the body horror in that movie, most of it is Jeff Goldblum turning into a fly, a human-sized fly. But he's instead of detested and frightened by the transformation, he's curious and like excited. So you don't really feel bad for him. Instead, you feel bad for all the people around him. Seems this key is no longer useful. I'll discard it. Also, I have another horror movie I have vague recollections of kind of disturbing me as a child. There was a horror movie based on The Invisible Man. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I think it starred Kevin Bacon. It was a horror movie that I remember seeing as a kid that creeped me out and kind of disturbed me, and it was based on The Invisible Man. But it was like a scary, like he turns into a killer. Hollow Man, that's what it was called. Thank you. Yeah, they turn Kevin Bacon invisible and then he starts killing people. And then, because as a kid, I saw the similarity between Hollow Man and the Invisible Man. Because the Invisible Man has was in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, as well as, you know, a really old Universal movie. So seeing the Invisible Man basically be like going around murdering people, I was like, oh. I also wasn't so used to the idea of Kevin Bacon being a villain. Right, and in X-Men First Class, he's a superhero villain. He's not like... He's not a psychotic killer who's been turned invisible. He's just a Nazi. It's not a superpower if you can't turn it off. And as for the Invisible Man slash the Hollow Man, the only way they could make themselves visible was with makeup or a similar function. Well, we got 2 fuses now. Found the blue card key. There's a very similar music track to this in Haunting Ground, and I keep thinking of that game every time I hear, like, there's one specific sound. Devil May Cry also has a similar sound. It seems this key is no longer useful. I'll discard it. Maya, wait, don't leave me alone. Micro Uzi. They misspelled Uzi. It's not just UZ. I know in Japanese you would pronounce that as Uzi, but Gegex. Rate of fire 5. Random rate of fire 1.5. That's neat. Can I just stick the rate of fire 5 on one of my other guns? You know, like my SG 550? That would be something else, wouldn't it? That would be fucking crazy. Because this Uzi is not as good as the SG 550. Let's see what happens if we do that. If I have a tool. Can I... The SG 550 now shoots 5 rounds at a time. Okay, well, let's see how that goes. Oh, excuse me. Okay. This is the Cronenberg chapter. What the fuck are we looking at? I blew up your ball, dude. I would love for them to remake this game. I doubt it'll happen. Alright, I killed him, now I just gotta kill his balls. But yeah, this, like, you think Final Fantasy VII has weird looking enemies? That dude was a Genova boss on roids. Okay, fuse 3. Probably need one more. This glowing so brightly makes me feel like I should be able to interact with it, but I can't. I personally, I love this game's grotesque enemies, and I wouldn't be bothered seeing them, I don't think, in HD, you know, with modern graphics. But, there are some fucking interesting looking creatures in this game. Oh no, the main circuit breaker is torn apart and some fuses are missing. But how many is some? 3. I think I have all the fuses. I mean, I'm gonna point to Dead Space. I don't think I've seen anything in this game that I didn't see in Dead Space, or that... I don't think I saw anything in this game nearly as bad as stuff I saw in Dead Space. We've done it. We repaired the electricity. Now, obviously, it's not a totally fair comparison because Dead Space has wonderful HD graphics, especially that remake. But I'm imagining the monsters in this wouldn't look any worse than Dead Space monsters, even in HD. Maya and me? Who the fuck is Maya? My twin? I hate enemies that can poison me. You know, it hasn't been that long since I streamed the Dead Space remake, and let me tell you, that game had some fucking grotesque enemies in it. I'm glad the rats have learned to stand on 2 feet. Bro, can you stop throwing grenades at me? Okay, fire is not effective on this guy. Gotta change back to my handgun. I don't know about you two, but I'm getting out of here. Mrs. Newsbomb, what about your medication? No use to me if I'm dead. Are you okay? Yes, thank you. However, a nurse is trapped in the other room. Could you help her out? Yes. Well, we've finally found survivors in the hospital. Oh, get off of me. Fuck these enemies, man. Fuck them kids. this room. I've seen it before. I'm getting hot. I know I've been here before, but why? Phew, I thought I was done for. Thanks. Glad to help, but you could help me even more by telling me where the doors next to the elevators lead. To the storage areas of the hospital. That's where we keep oxygen tanks and our main supply of liquid nitrogen. What do you use liquid nitrogen for? I don't know. Here. Take this green card key and find out yourself. I'm not staying to see what happens next. They gotta use it to keep the sperm cold. Thank you. That shit's gonna go rancid if you don't refrigerate it. Everyone's either dead or evacuated. I think I'll choose the latter. And you don't want to put preservatives in it. SP jacket. Light and very durable armor. No kidding. About time I got some new armor. As funny as that is, Sky, as hilarious as that is, and I wholeheartedly recommend you give it a try even. You know what MSG is gonna do? It's gonna suck the moisture right out of it. That's, well, you know, MSG is just a kind of concentrated salt. And you know what sodium does when it touches water? Now, if you drop salt into a cup of water, it's going to look like the salt's disappearing. But there's water disappearing as well. And none of it's disappearing, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, MSG's good shit. They put it in your Chinese food. My dad has MSG in his cupboard at home. He cooks with it once in a while. Like, it's not healthy, but it's one of the, it's just like anything else. Like, in moderation, you'll be fine. Unless your doctor is like, avoid sodium. If your doctor is telling you to avoid sodium, MSG is probably going to kill you. But yeah, it's monosodium glutamate. And you might notice that that middle word is sodium. Put a little bit of it in your fried chicken batter, and voila, you restaurant quality fried chicken. You can make it. You can make KFC at home, baby. Oh yeah, she gave me a green key card. I was like, where the fuck do I go next? I know where to go next. But yeah, no, go to your local, whatever your local grocery store is, right? Shop and Save or whatever. Whatever you got. You don't have Shop and Save in Ohio. Go to the grocery store that you have and buy some MSG. Put a little bit of it on your finger and just taste it. The shit tastes like magic. Yeah, we went there to get alcohol. I'm serious. I've eaten just like a little tiny bit of raw MSG. And it tastes indescribably good for just being a seasoning. It tastes like... I don't know, like... It tastes so good for what it is that it feels like you're eating something illegal. But yeah, put MSG in your home cooking. It'll make it taste like you bought it at the store. Can you tell me why the hospital uses liquid nitrogen? Well, for many different things. You can use it to freeze off warts and such, but its main use is for research. It keeps the sperm bank from spoiling. Sperm bank? Oh my god, how do I turn it off? Keep in mind, we're trying to prevent Eve from being able to create a offspring. Well, there is a valve that you can turn off in the storage area. Why? Sorry, I don't have time to explain. By the way, which floor is the research lab located on? The 13th. Thank you. I'm going to look around to see if anyone needs medical attention. I did not know we would be shutting the sperm bank down today. Neo, who is Uncle Roger? It seems this key is no longer useful. I'll discard it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I have an Uncle Roger. Increases bullet capacity by 1. Okay. How's it going, Neo? Yeah. Longest day I've ever done at work was 14 hours. Is your check going to be exactly the same? Do you not get paid hourly? Or are you expecting them to rip you off? I turned the valve. Did I do it? Did I kill the sperm? That would be a pretty good check. Right, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's on a smaller scale, but I have a similar problem with my workplace. I regularly do work above my pay grade every weekend. All right. I can't fuck around with those anymore. There doesn't seem to be anything else I can do in here. I guess we gotta head up to the 13th floor. I have to stop Eve before more people die. Oh look, it's the ball guy again. This handgun accidentally, like, kicks ass. I don't know what I did to it. G3A3. It's better than the SG550, but it's got less bullets, which is fine. Better by 4 damage and 13 range. Alright, you know what, let's, fuck it. Let's move on to it. No point lingering on our old weapons. I got a question. Has anyone here ever played or heard of, the game Shadow of the Colossus? I'm sorry, what? Oh, I guess you can push that. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a classic PS2 game. It's an interesting one. It's a small, open world-esque game, but it's linear. Like, the environment is open, but the game itself is fairly linear within that environment, and your objective is to hunt down these colossi. That sounds like a miserable betting pool, Neo. And I hate to say that my bet would be that you get called in. But I don't got any cash to bet right now. It sounds like a miserable kind of fun. Neo, that's such a miserable kind of fun, dude. It's just for fun. The prize is sadness. Well, we're still going strong. But anyway, I'm thinking about streaming Shadow of the Colossus after October's over at some point. Because it's not a super long game, and I own the PS4 remake. The original PS2 version really pushed the PS2's hardware to achieve the visuals and scale of the world that it was doing. And as a result, that game runs at like 25 frames per second. The PS4 remake was much needed. Let me show you what Shadow of the Colossus looked like on the PS2. I own the PS2 version, by the way. One of my prouder PS2 purchases, I guess. Hold on, let me skip the revelation that it's a sad game. Let me skip that part. Jeepers what? So yeah, they achieved like a big open world game with pretty decent visuals on the PS2, but it doesn't run great as a result. The objective in this game is to defeat 13 colossi. I think 13's the number. So you have to go around and defeat these giant monsters. You got a bow, a sword, and a horse. Those are your weapons. And that's all. That you don't get any new equipment. You can upgrade your stamina and your health. Anyway, really cool concept, made by the same studio that made Eco and would later on make The Last Guardian. The reason we are killing the colossi is because Jim Carrey's The Mask told us that if we did so, we could bring our dead girlfriend back to life. Let me show you what the PS4 version looks like. As opposed to the PS2 version.
It was all the you equal. It's not all amusement. I will declick if it leads to either. Uronora. Oil. I'll bet. You do. You bet, Sanada. Olam. Ola, you do new.
I would dread.
Oh yes, much prettier on PS4. This is a 1-to-1 remake, with the addition of an extra boss battle. That sword is how you navigate and find your colossi. Whenever you need to find a colossi, as long as you're standing in the sunlight, you hold your sword up and it will focus its beam in the direction you need to go next. But yeah, so I'm thinking about streaming this if it seems at all interesting. Let me play some of the music for you real quick, and then we'll get back to Parasite Eve. This is a 7-minute track. we're not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna skip through it a little bit. Also, the music is dynamic, which is why it keeps switching at random parts in this. Depending on how the battle's going, different parts of this will play. This is the theme that plays when you are on the winning side. Or this is the part of the song that plays when you're on the winning side. Yeah, it's like this game has a goddamn John Williams score. So this is what you're listening to while you're fighting. Here it is. This is the one I think of when I think of Shadow of the Colossus. You ready for this? This guy has a great "You're winning the battle" theme. I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna go back to our game. Anyway, there you go. If you should have any reason to want to watch me play Shadow of the Colossus, it's to listen to that soundtrack. Oh, fuck, no, fuck off. Dude, how many balls you got? Yeah, I don't remember who composed the soundtrack for Shadow of the Colossus, but seriously, it's like a John Williams score at parts. What is this? Junk. The HLA list. Ben's and Lorraine's names are on here too. It's the same list that was on Dr. Clamp's computer. What's he trying to do? These are the patient records? Mariko Bray. It's my mother's record. December 23rd, 1977. Well, that's the year that my father was born. Taken in with Maya Bray after an accident, pronounced dead after cardiac arrest. Maya Bray, the daughter. Next page is missing. It's somewhere else. We're a clone. Melissa Pierce. It's got to be that Melissa. December 23rd, 1977. Emergency hospitalization. Operation successful. After 6 months of hospitalization, released, needs medication from hospital. Melissa and Maya were brought into the hospital on the same day and operated on. No, it can't be. What is this? My inventory is full. Fuck, but it's a plot critical item. Elevator key. Oh, okay. Artificial sperm development staff. Hans Klump. Dr. Klump? Well, they did tell you, you know, you jerk the gherkin too long and your hands will clump up. Seems this key is no longer useful. I'll discard it. A boat? Fighter jets, prepare to launch. Head towards Central Park. Remember, no unnecessary attacks. Target the enemy in the air and be alert. Manhattan's practically deserted. Why don't they just... No, Lynch. We haven't received orders from the president to attack yet. At this point, we need to look for the missing people from the park and warn the city. Who's the president in 97? Bush? Clinton? Oh, uh-oh. You guys are flying kind of low, don't you think? Jesus. Get some altitude. That's a nice, inconspicuous wheelchair. No! I didn't recognize what this was at first. It's boss version. Oh, why the fuck does it get 3? President Clinton, what do you have to say about the situation in Manhattan? It's a sticky situation, but we don't have to swallow it. Alright, please, let me do some damage to you. Oh, this is going to be a miserable boss battle. Oh, okay, and I thought Cerberus was bad. I like how this is like a big spider with sword legs and a fucking human brain for an ass. This is not what I meant when I said I like spider girls. Where are we going? They wanted to make sure we got a closer look at this thing. You know, I'm surprised we didn't get introduced to this boss battle with a really detailed CG cutscene. You fucker and your stupid spiderweb, let me tell ya. Oh my god. We don't have any revives left either. I thought I was playing with a loaded deck, let me tell you. My deck is all instruction cards. Alright, yeah. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you, dude. No, we don't have to transition to a third location to fight. Oh, good. It was just it had to move to where the floor was going to break so it could die. Oh, you couldn't even give me the death animation in a cutscene. So you've found this place. You're going to use the sperm to give birth to the ultimate being. You're a bright one. The first rebellion took place some years ago on a far-off eastern island. There, my sister committed a fatal error. I'm higher in the evolution chain than my sister. I will never commit the same mistake. You're not my... Finally caught on, huh? No! You feeble organisms depend on machines to do all the work. Stop! Leave the fighter jets alone. You've just witnessed the limitations of humans. Please, no more! What if I don't want to? It's a shame we couldn't understand each other. The jet. It's going to crash into the roof. I've got to get out of here. Yeah, but first we've got to use some healing magic. Hey, I learned heal 3. Restores 280 HP. Alright, I'm going. I'm going. I don't know where to go. Hey, where'd we go? Oh. Leon just had to deal with a helicopter. Oh no, the brake. What the fuck is in that window? I'm sorry, I was so distracted by whatever I was looking at there that I didn't even, like, put any emotion into that line read. Yeah, trap me in a small space with my worst enemy. We survived. We live another day. Over here, Maida. Aya. We don't have any time. Eve got away with a sperm sample. Thank you for saving me, Daniel. You can study all you want, but you gotta brush up on other things too, man. No girl's gonna want to be with you if you're gonna be like that. Whoa. What? Please, Daniel, is everything okay back at the station? That's the thing. I found out several things about Clamp, but in the past, a doctor from the hospital was fired for giving out a patient list. A list? You mean like the one with the HLA listing? These guys have access to just about everything. I've got other info too. This is what I heard from Warner, who was on to Melissa. She was seen going into the museum late at night on several occasions. Eve, she was going into the museum? We need to go there. We must get there before the being is born. Eve and Dr. Clamp working together? That explains why he's okay. Calm down. We're there, buddy. Maya. Dude ends every cutscene by shifting the gear up. I heard that the captain saved Ben's life. Shiva was his partner when he was a rookie. Must have been hard for him to shoot her. Hey, Detective Warner has some new information. Let me save first. I've been through some traumatic shit. I'm glad we got the police. I didn't actually expect us to get the police station back in working order. Some time ago, a doctor at that hospital was fired for selling off patient records. And Melissa was seen going into the museum late at night several times. Eve? Klomp, that bastard. I knew he was a part of this. We'll split up here and search the entire city. Eve and Klomp must be meeting soon. We must hurry. It'll be too late once the ultimate being is born. I'll go snoop around some more for any info. Brought you a walkie-talkie so we can keep in touch. It's about time, dude. We're 4 days into this nightmare. I'm counting on you too, Mr. Scientist. Whoa. We'll all split up and look for Eve. If you find any trace of her, you call for backup. Weren't you going to stay here, Daniel? And push papers all day? You're kidding me. What will we do? Let us know if anything comes up. Yes, okay, I got it. Day 5, Evolution. Alright, unfortunately, I'm gonna save it here for tonight. I know hasn't been a super long stream, but we can probably finish this Monday, just in time for me to do the Halloween stream Tuesday. Considering this game is the span of a week and we're on day 5. So we will return to Parasite Eve well, not tomorrow, but Monday. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back Monday. We'll be doing a movie on the server tomorrow. I think we're doing 7. Until then, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Stay excellent.